Hi everyone, I'm Seth. I write fantasy and science fiction under the pen name SB Sebrick. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. We're going to be going over the basics of book cover design, so I'm going to open up Photoshop here in a sec and show you how easy it is to create your own book cover. Strap in, hang on, and if you got any questions by the end, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Let's roll up our sleeves and dive right in. Alright, so this is one of my basic book covers for my epic fantasy series, Assassin's Rising. As you can see, I've got a very basic, only one image cover art right in the center to draw the reader's eye. You'll see this is in Photoshop right now. If this is outside your budget, I'm currently using the Adobe Cloud program that allows me to use a bunch of their programs for only $50 a month. If that's outside your budget, as with when you're starting out as a writer, money counts. GIMP is another really good program, G-I-M-P. It's very similar to Photoshop, has a lot of the same capabilities, and it can do everything that Photoshop could do. If, for example, if I wanted to do this cover, I could use these same tools on GIMP to achieve the same results. So let's get down to business here. First off, every book that you create, every cover you design is going to need a pen name. This is how you mark this story as yours. You'll want to make sure that the pen name matches the genre of the story you're shooting for. It took some trial and error to create this kind of crest that you see up top here. I've combined a couple different fonts. This is Teutonic for the S in Sebrick, and Bell and T for the K. And while they are separate fonts, they actually jive quite well together. And this created an element that really marks this book as a high fantasy or an epic fantasy genre. Now you need to remember to do the similar thing with the title. Every book needs a name, so mine is Decoy. As you can see here, I'm using the Harrington font, which has, for fantasy titles, they have a lot of these. You can see these kind of curves, these, I guess for lack of a better word, cutesy little curves that happen with the letters, as opposed to some of the older fonts that I've used that were a little more combative. I like this design because it nails down the fantasy genre a lot clearer than some of the other stuff I've used in the past. As you can see, I use the cover art here in the center. This is a crown that I grabbed as a stock photo off of istock.com. There are plenty of stock photo sites out there. Some of them charge a little, some of them charge a lot, some of them are even free. But you'll want to remember to give credit to whoever you get the cover art from. And then, in this case, I've manipulated the crown to make sure it looked like it was melting. And I really like this contrast that I built up between the blue background and the orange and yellow in the center, because as you can see, that's very eye-catching. The reader knows exactly where the eye is supposed to be led, which is something you want to keep in mind for the covers that you're designing. I also have, you have a couple options. Once you have the pen name, the cover art, and the title, since this is a series, I have a mark here that puts this as the book 1 of Assassin's Rising. You can do a couple different things with the series marker. I've seen some people turn it into a logo that they could stake over in the corner here or off to the side. I'm considering doing that because it does look more stylistic, and it stands out more from the thumbnail if the reader is used to looking for a logo instead of just a line of text. So that's one thing that I can play with in the future. You also have the option of using what's called tagline, which is where you put in 6 to 8 words, the dead won't stay buried, or something that links to the cover art and pulls the reader into the story. Instead of that, I actually have an author reference, so that readers that are looking at Assassin's Rising know that I have another series called Shattered Realms, which is a similar, it's actually about the brother of the protagonist in this story, though they never meet in those actual stories, not yet anyway. So this is just the basic cover sketch for any of you that are looking to design your own covers. You've got your pen name, some kind of an author reference, cover art, title, and something else about the book. It could be a tagline, it could be what part of the series it is if you're dealing with a series. This is all stuff that this entire project here cost me about $5. It took time to learn how to manipulate, how to use the tools of Photoshop or GIMP if you want to go that direction, so that I knew how to make the crown melt like this. Um, but it's a very nice cover, and the price certainly was better than paying $1,500 for a professional cover designer, because I don't have that kind of money. Once sales get up to the point that I'm writing full time, I may go ahead and hire professional designers to take care of this stuff. But for now, I'm doing it myself and loving the journey. So I hope this helped answer some of your questions you might have had about the basics of book cover design. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to mention them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer those. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you're having a great day. Take care. Bye.